What's up, everybody? You're back in here with the Pro Football Pod. You've got Hulk, Coach, Austin. We're hanging out with you guys. Arizona Cardinals, we got you today. 7-round mock draft along with a little offseason preview. We appreciate you guys for stopping in. Hit subscribe. If you're not subscribing and you watch the video, you're kind of just wasting your time. We're trying to give away jerseys out here, so help us help you. Let's go ahead, guys. Let's do what the people came here for. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Off-season wise, Cardinals didn't really do too much. Like, they brought in Akeem Davis-Gaither at linebacker, Baron Browning at edge from Denver, which I do love that pick. Him coming in for them at edge with Zaven Collins and also bringing in Josh Sweat. I think they kind of handled that need there. They brought in Evan Brown at guard, Jacoby Brissett at backup quarterback, Kelvin Beachum, he's staying at tackle, LJ Collier at defensive interior, and they did bring in Zay Jones at wide receiver as well. Didn't really lose too many guys of value outside of, like, Kaiser White is still a free agent. So I absolutely think with what we have available with 6 picks, I think we can make this team a little better for them.
Agreed.
So let's go ahead, start that clock for the people, and let's see what we're working with.
Oh,
I hate you,
God.
PFF.
Yeah.
Why does Mike Green all of a sudden just keep falling?
I think, right? Like, we just take Mike Green or
No,
Will
we-
Johnson.
For the sake of the grade.
I'm going Will Johnson. I think corner is the most pressing need for them with them
Agreed.
bringing in Josh Sweat and
It's a
Baron
nasty
Browning.
pick for him.
That kind of cancels edge off of my list. Now, Kenneth Grant would be enticing here, but
One of the
you've
Michigan
got to
boys.
have a corner that can shut down the pass. Like,
Yeah.
you've got to.
And they don't
Like,
have
Starling Thomas isn't going to get it done for you. I like Sean Murphy Bunting, but he's easily a cornerback 2 on every roster in the NFL. So I think you take Will Johnson. He's your cornerback 1 for at least the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Bang.
Easy. Pick again at 47.
Don't even have to think about it.
Princely being here is kind of what we were hoping for pre-show. He plays outside the tackle.
And
at this
he
big body
is
guy.
with his big bodiness, but to me, I think with them having Zaven Collins and bringing in Josh Sweat and Baron Browning, I don't know how much work Princely would get versus if you went with a more athletic, like, defensive interior guy. Because with them running a 3-4, like JT, pull up JT real quick, because if memory serves me correctly, I believe he is bigger.
He's a monster.
Now, go back to his page where his snap counts.
Snapchat.
So, yeah, he's another one that's just strictly outside the tackles. So that's where I'm looking more at, like, our guy like Alfred Collins. If I'm looking for defensive line right here.
Alfred Collins is going to potentially be there at our
And
next pick, but he's probably going to get
him
taken a pick
or
before.
Shamar Turner.
Yeah.
Both of those guys being there for us, that makes me want to put Jaden Higgins on this team with Marvin Harrison Jr.
I like that a lot. They need someone that's a sure-handed guy, and that's exactly who Jaden Higgins is.
Boom. I like that.
He's been one of our favorite wide receivers to take in this second round. But, I mean, he is just so freaking reliable.
And I think he helps Marvin Harrison Jr. as well because teams knew outside of him at wide receiver, they had nobody. Nobody
it's
of a
third
threat.
down, they're throwing to him. Like,
yeah, they didn't have to worry. It's him and Trey McBride. So, like, I think Jaden Higgins just helps that offense completely.
And it gives them another red zone threat where Kyler can just run around like a madman, and then just he's got a big body to look for in the end zone. Jaden Higgins it is.
Jaden Higgins, come on down.
Alfred Collins went.
Of course he did.
Joshua
So
Farmer
do they still have
went.
Connor?
Of course he did.
Do they still have
All
Connor?
right, so what are we looking at defensive interior right here?
Jordan Phillips.
Okay, yeah, it'd be a reach for Jordan Phillips, but we don't
Yes,
pick again
awesome.
until 115.
They do still have James Conner. at 20.
And they drafted Trey Benson last year.
Yep, Benson's going to be solid for them.
Which he'll be all right.
So I do actually like Jordan Phillips just in this spot where we're at with what needs we have on this team. I am curious though, pull up linebacker and interior O-line.
Tate Ratledge is very interesting.
Tate Ratledge being here to me is just an absolute take him.
He's so...
Because whether it's left guard or right guard for you, even if you want to try to move him at sit, to me, it's one, like I kind of mentioned in our last episode, get the best 5 guys on your O-line.
The other one's Garrett Wilson, but we like Tate Ratledge more.
Yeah, and Tate Ratledge because they do have more of a need at guard. So it's between Tate Ratledge or Jordan Phillips for me here.
I think Tate Ratledge. What do you think, Austin?
I mean, yeah, I think we have Tate come on in for a visit and see what he's like.
I like Tate because we may have hope that Deion Walker will be there for us. And if Deion Walker's there for us at the next pick, that is awesome.
I think he's gone. I think that we're going to be looking at Ashton or potentially Alu.
No, listen, I don't need you to speak to me that way when people are watching us, okay? It's just disrespectful.
We'll see.
Yeah, cool it, coach.
Yep.
Is he here for us? Is he here for us?
Oof.
Damn it.
Even the guys I said are going to be here gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Alafamu.
Oh, no.
Deion Walker. No. 108.
Jermaine Caldwell.
This ain't looking good, boys.
Quindarius Robinson.
I mean, with a name like that out of Alabama, I think we just take him.
Quandarius.
6'5", 241, just athlete. A little bit of an injury concern. He missed.
He does give you some off-ball linebacker ability as well, so it just does give you overall depth in your linebacker room. I do like Jamari Caldwell.
Yep.
As far as being able to fill in the defensive
He's
interior.
A little bit more of the nose tackle, though, and they already have Dalvin Tomlinson. They need to replace Bilal Nichols. They need to replace Justin Jones. That's where I think, to me, I think Quandarius is just a little too undersized to be able to play in a 3-4 scheme at defensive end. Yes, he's 6'5", but at 241, that's a slim build for how tall he is there. And offensive tackles are going to eat him up. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I lean with Caldwell.
325, JJ Pegasus. Also very versatile. AB, outside, off ball, over tackle.
What did you just say?
JJ Pegus.
Okay.
Said Pegasus?
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Hercules.
Hercules.
All right, so when do we pick again after this?
152.
152, okay. So, yeah, let's go with Caldwell right here. I like what Caldwell can bring to this defense.
So let's look at what we picked. We took a corner. We took a solid number 2 pick. And then we took a guard, and now we've taken defensive interior. We're picking in the 5th round. So there's not going to be
a tackle.
Yeah,
looking at a tackle, Logan Brown's that.
I do think they need depth at tackle, and I love what you just said there with Logan Brown.
He's a nice little shiny piece you can add to your team.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Jonah Williams is coming up to the end of his contract, and I don't know if they re-sign him.
Every team can always use depth at tackle. I mean. Yeah. These men get rolled up on like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I mean, he's not coming in to replace Paris Johnson Jr. He's going into his 3rd year, had a really good second season for him, 1st-round selection in 2023. So with Logan Brown having that experience at right tackle for you, I do like that pick a lot as far as just giving them depth at tackle.
Let's do it.
And then this pick, pure luxury.
Andrew Armstrong.
Our guy, Ty Robinson, still being here.
I mean, he is a mountain.
And they need multiple defensive linemen.
Yes.
So I say wrap it up with Ty Robinson right here. Let's tie a bow on this bitch.
I mean, he's played every single position on the offense or defensive line, and at 310 pounds, 6'6", like.
And I look at those, and I don't always hold a lot of weight in these, but those grades, and I always have to look at he did this in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Where it is smash mouth football. So to me, in where we're at here now in the 7th round, you absolutely take a guy like that just to give you some depth.
Yeah, Samuel Brown's interesting, but not the right. He's too athletic. He's not enough of like a big body to throw him in the middle. Ty Robinson's the pick.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Falcons fans, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You've been with us the whole time this episode. We really appreciate it. We love you guys. Go ahead and tell us if we're stupid. If you do, come with facts as to why we are stupid.
Yeah.
We got an A draft.
The
A for the A town, baby. Peace up.
And they didn't even give us an A on those. Ty Robinson.
Look at that. A plus, A minus, A minus, A plus at the bottom there. Like, crushed it.
Start and stop him the way you got to.
Yeah, I love what we did for him. I think we made the Cardinals better. We appreciate you guys. We're trying to give out jerseys here. Tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe down below. TulsyRoseTea.com is the sponsor. We got episodes dropping every week for you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Peace out.
Peace out. A-Town.
Different team.